So much for being conservative and running that football. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Vick. Going underneath for Lewis. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Again, it's Lewis. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Vick on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out as the Ravens push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Vick. Over the middle, complete. It's Lewis. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now they're going to throw it here with Vick. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lewis. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Not so. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Vick to throw. Steps away to his left. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both.
And he's across for the touchdown, and in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Baltimore, they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NL on EA